Hello friends, welcome to CTC. Today we will see what are data types in Java. So first of all, let's see what is data. Data is nothing but information, could be a raw information, and its types. Information can be in form of different types. For an example, it can be in textual form or a number having decimals, or maybe it is only one form, either true or false, yes or no, or it can be in form of a character. So this way information may be presented in different way. So for that we have different data types in Java. So as all of you know that Java is a programming language which has its own keywords. So all this information we write in the code. This is nothing but just information. As Java is a high level language, this information is provided to the compiler. Compiler compiles that and converts that information into the byte code, and Java Virtual Machine executes that code and gives us the output. If you want to develop an application, for an example student application, obviously users, nothing but students, will provide information to our application, and that information may be in different forms, as I told you, in text, number, or character, or maybe in fractional points as a percentage. So we have to gather this information. So for that we have different data types in Java. So there are two kind of the data types in Java. First is a primitive data type, and second is a non-primitive data type. Let's see primitive data type. Primitive type is nothing but a data type. It's also called as a type. So primitive type or data type is defined by the Java programming language and named by its reserved keywords. Primitive types are numeric types and the Boolean types. Numeric types are further classified into integral types and the floating point types. The floating types are nothing but numbers with decimals, which are again further classified into two categories, that is float type and double type. And Boolean type represents a logical quantity with two possible values, that is indicated by the literals true or false. Here is the table of primitive data types, having their data type, size in bit and byte, also their range and the default values. As you can see that primitive data type is divided into the numeric types and the Boolean types. First let's see numeric types. In that we have integral and the floating point. In integral we have byte size is 1 byte, 8 bit. As you know that 1 byte is nothing but 8 bit, and the its range is -128 to 127, and the default value is 0. We'll talk into the detail about the default values of these data types into the literal in Java video, which is coming soon. So first just you can go through this table for the data types and their size and the range. Range is nothing but the volume. For example, here you can see in the byte, size of data type means that much of memory it may occupy into the memory, and its range is -128 to 127. The same for the short. You can go through the chart, that is the range of or the capacity of that data type to store the value. So these information, so as we have, for example, if we are developing a student application, we might have different information. It's not just about student application, it can be of any type of the application. We have to get the information from the user. User will feed the information in your application, and you have to store this information. So information can be of different type, as I have already explained. So according to information, a type of information and their range, you have to select what kind of data type you have to use to store that information. So let's see, here we have these information. For an example, just assume that we are going to develop a student application that has these information: name, ID, age, grade, and percentage, and attendance status, present or absent. So these are the primitive data types we have already seen: boolean, byte, short, char, int, long, and float, and the double. These are the integral type data type, and this is the floating number having decimal, and this is the boolean type. These are the integral, and this is the boolean. And last one is a non-primitive. We'll upload another video for that. Let's not go into that now. Let's focus on the primitive data type first. So we have this information. Let's bring the chart in. So this is the chart. We have to see this chart, and according to information we have to select which sort of data type we have to choose. So now I want to store the information, that is name of the student. So which data type I should choose? We don't have a data type that stores the sequence of character, that is nothing but the text sequence of character, nothing but the string. So we don't have that comes under the non-primitive data type. We'll see into the later. So name will go into the non-primitive data type. These are the cans having different data types along with their capacity, storage capacity. So that's why they have different. Same colored cans are of same data type and different in size, means they have different capacity. Int has a less capacity as compared to the long. So char also comes under integral, but for the sake of it is unsigned character, we'll talk about the signed unsigned data types into the little video. So just assume that byte, short, char, int, long are all of them are integral type. Float, green colored cans are floating type, and pink is a boolean, and orange is a non-primitive. So I have information name I want to store. Where am I supposed to store that? Obviously it will go into the non-primitive. Next, ID. Okay, ID can be stored into the byte, but problem is that what if the range of byte is max is 127? What if number ID goes beyond 127? So for that it is better to use int that has a maximum value. So I don't think so ID will be transcending or crossing this number. So ID will go into the int can. So next, age. So next, age. What do you think about the age? What would be the maximum age number, max value of age? I won't think so that would cross the 100, but max 120 or 127. Hence for age we can use byte data type. So age will go into the byte can. Next is grade. Grade, how do we store grade? How do we represent grade? That is in a single character. A, B, C, such way we represent the grade. So hence we choose character data type for storing grade. So grade will go into char can. Next is a percentage. Percentage, will there be a percentage of only whole number? Percentage can be in a floating number. So percentage, max to max 100%. So we can use float, either float or double, but we don't need that double. Float is good enough to store the percentage whose value, max value will be 100. So percentage will go into the float can. Attendance status. Since this is the student application, we have taken attendance status. It can be is married, is absent, such kind of the information will be stored into yes or no. It will have only two options. One of them will be stored in that. So for that, attendance status is present, yes, true or false. So for that we will use Boolean data type. So it will store yes, either yes or false. So attendance status will go into the Boolean can. So this way we have to choose the data type according to the information type and that information's volume. So it can be a number, but number can be stored into byte, short, int, long. But what if the number is beyond 127? So we cannot store that into the byte integral type. So we have to choose short or int or long, whichever fits into that range. Let's see into the example how we can write these data types practically. So here you can see I have already written the code, so it will save our time. As always I do that. So you can see string name, that is that comes under the non-primitive name is Ganesh. By byte age, as I told you, age cannot be more than 127, so it is good to use byte data type to store the age, because it will save the memory. It will not occupy much memory. Why? You can see here that byte takes only 8-bit, whereas int or short takes 16, 32 respectively. So it will save if you use the byte data type for your age. And for ID I use int. For character, grade, for grade character, and has attended, for has attended is press yes or no. For that I use Boolean, and for the percentage float. Let's run this one. So this is the output we got. So this way you can use the primitive data types. Thank you for watching my video. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more videos.